I feel like the best situations happen when you just kind of take this leap and just say, whatever, let's just try it. I'm originally from Washington Heights, New York, and now I live in good old Montclair, New Jersey. I have been doing music for 9 or 10 years. My father actually came from South Carolina to be a musician. He ended up meeting my mom and she went to be modeling, blah blah blah. And I kind of took both of their professions and ran with it. Well, she was always into fashion. She went to FIT. She's a stylist. She would tell me about Studio 54. I always asked her why she never saved her clothes, like you didn't know you were gonna have a daughter. I believe she was working as one of the seamstress at Dance Theater of Harlem. I danced from the age of 5. I did ballet, tap, jazz, modern, hip-hop, and I guess maybe I just was obsessed with being in show business from that point. It really happened when my dad busted in my room and I was singing at 5 to Boys to Men. He was like, Neffy, it's my mom's name, Neffy, she could sing, she could sing. And she was like, no, she's a dancer, you know? She's probably just lip singing. So ever since then, I was just singing, but I kept it a secret to myself until I got out of high school. Something about singing in front of people is just like really nerve-wracking. Not for me anymore. I have been trying to model for like 4 years. And every agency was like, no, no, no. Whenever I would be backstage with my mom helping her out at a fashion show, people would be like, but do you want to model? So sometimes I would just randomly get put in shows until I did the 17 to Chanel contest and I ended up being one of the 8 finalists. And that's how I got with my first agency. I definitely don't dress for anybody but myself. I'm an emotional dresser. I'm having a mint moment. I don't want to be like a, I feel like a chocolate mint right now. These leather pants, my mom actually convinced me to get these because of the flowers on the side, but I remember when I originally saw them, I was like, I hate those flowers, they're so ugly. And now all I want to do is wear them because I love the flowers. These shorts, they're actually Madonna's Material Girl shorts. My sparkly shoes. I wore these to my video release party. I loved being blonde, but then I was like, fuck this, I want to be black again. So, this haircut's really inspired by Diana Ross in Mahogany. I really like playing around with scents. Someone once told me it's always nice for people to smell you before you walk in the room. I really love Bond Number 9, Narciso Rodriguez, the black bottle. I probably have like 7 motorcycle jackets and they're all different. So this one is Nefertiti, which is a tad bit ironic since my mom doesn't like my tattoos like that, but her name is Nefertiti, so I did it for her. My first one was this tiny, tiny little star on my heel. Adidas is my publishing company. It means all day I dream about music. It says stay gold because, you know, being golden and staying true to yourself, marching to the beat of your own drum. Never like the type of person that says, you know what, I'm gonna wait a month to see what kind of tattoo I want. I'm just like, okay, whatever, I just want a tattoo today. People used to make fun of me in school about how skinny I was. I had on a gray turtleneck and had on a short little black patent leather skirt with these knee highs. The second I got to school, everybody made fun of me. And then I saw these patent leather pants probably like 2 years ago. It makes me feel like a badass because it goes back to high school and all those kids that wanted to make fun of me in my patent leather skirt. When I was 18, I was writing with my boyfriend at the time. We would do them over other beats, like to say a Nas beat or a Jay-Z beat. I was very into hip-hop. At the moment, I was like, yeah, these are awesome and I could get a deal with this. I listen to that old music and I cringe now. But it's all about growing and really realizing who you are as an artist. So it was needed for me to hear those bad demos. I ended up meeting this producer named Kwame. He helped me realize it's okay to be a little quirky. Just wanted to do a sound that was popular at the time, just so that, you know, it'd be like, hey, this is me, like I can fit in like everybody else. But it's not about that. It's really about being yourself. I was recording this reference. A month later, they were like, they're gonna keep your vocals on the song. I was like, okay, awesome. Not knowing that they were going to be flying me out to Norway to shoot the video, and then I'm in Sweden and I'm here. Like, it all happened that fast. And my 3rd show ever was overseas on X Factor, and I kind of just got thrown into this whole larger platform, and I kind of just was like, you know what, I can do this. I always make sure to surround myself with people that really keep me down to earth. And I mean, it's not hard to do because I'm such a all over the place kind of character, so it's just by nature I'm just like, yeah, everybody go do what you gotta do.